Yes, this is Arthur Omer coming at you again from the Black Titanic. Yes, black people were aboard the Titanic. So what I need you guys to do now is hit that like button, share and subscribe. Yes. This is Arthur Omer from the Black Titanic. Yes. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Get it, girls. This is my alma mater, y'all. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Yes. This is Black Titanic once again. Coming after you, I'm Arthur Omer of the book Black Titanic, where Africans America was aboard the Titanic. Yes. Hit like, share, and subscribe.
Imagine how confusing it is for them at this point. How are they dealing with, their dad no longer being in the house?
So, of course, they've gotten a lot better, of course. So we have joint custody, so they're with me 1 week, they're with him 1 week. It's still very much so different for them because they were used to mom and dad and, us being in the same house, us taking trips together, us going out to dinner together. And unfortunately, sometimes you're in a situation to where you have to put certain boundaries in place where you may wish that you could still sometimes do family dinners or do things so the kids could break. Sometimes people don't really make you feel comfortable to do that, And because of that, you end up being in situations to where that's not happening and the kids are feeling the effects of the divorce even more because it's a cold cut,
Yeah.
But I do my part to try to make sure that and then I found out that because I am currently in a custody battle, that I'm unable to change. So if you have any other proceeding happening in the state, you can't change your last name at the time.
Okay.
And so because, unfortunately, I am dealing with that, I can't legally change my name yet.
Okay. A lot of your fans, I've been seeing the talks on social media, a lot of your fans seem to think that you are not going to change your last name because, your children have that last name, that's that's the family name, and that's the name that's on the business that you, help to cultivate. How do you feel about that?
I definitely understand, where they're coming from, and I understand how maybe they can see things that way. Me making the decision to change my last name had nothing to do with anyone, to be honest with you. Literally, I was the same way. That's why I say I understand. Because I remember people used to ask me, when are you going to change your last name? Are you going to change your last name? And my answer was, no. I was married. My children's last name is Holt. So I'm going to keep that last name. And literally one day I was in my kitchen, and I remember I was reaching up in my medicine cabinet to grab something, and it dropped in my spirit, change your last name. That day, I hit my management team, and I was like, hey, I'm changing my last name. The next day, I reached out to my attorney, how do I start the process to change my last name? Because one thing about me is when I feel something in my spirit, when God says go, on anything, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, let's go. That's all I need. When I feel that in my spirit, that's it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, what anybody else's opinion is. It doesn't matter. So I started moving on it, and like I said, because of the fact that I am being sued for custody, I can't do it. So,
how do you feel about that?
So you heard it.
Suit that's going on right now.
He's suing her for custody of the children.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I mean, we've been doing week on, week off, or when I first started, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. We've been doing an exchange for a long time. So it's very interesting is what I'm saying.
What is it that he's seeking? Does he want full custody, or he just wants joint custody?
We already have joint custody.
Yeah, okay. So he's looking for full custody. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right.
So there you have it. He's trying to get full custody of her kids.
Okay. All right.
Marry her, okay? And then we go forward, you're back, because you was in the land with your brother. hanging out in the back, drinking a little wine, trying to get your act together for 2 weeks. And then now, the reality is back. You're in the house with a man who, let's say, you don't trust. With children that you love, that you bore, like you said. You're not here to talk about like this relationship was a bad relationship. But when he says the possibility that he wants to get full custody of the kids, you lost it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I think for most parents, when it comes to your children, that's one thing you just really don't play about, no matter who it is, obviously. And so we all have those triggers, certain things that trigger us. And unfortunately, a lot of times people know what your triggers are. That's the bad thing. And so for me, when it comes to being a woman of many hats, being an entrepreneur, being a mom, being a wife, all of those things, me being able to fully engage in all of those roles was one of the things that was a problem in the marriage, and one of those things that was somewhat I would say he tried to use against me at times. And that was when it came to the kids. And so for him to make a statement like that, despite knowing deep down that I'm really wearing all these hats very well, my kids are very well taken care of. We do vacations, we do trips. They've been out of the country. Hell, I hadn't even been out of the country when I was their age. Okay. So it's like, don't play with me. With that.
And in your show, but the series as I see, because I can't wait till the next episode and the next episode out there.
So the real reason that Martel is angry with Melody is because he has lost millions of dollars, and he continued to look at how successful she is and how, he felt like she stole all that from him. Now remember, the skincare line, she changed the name, right, you guys, to Fifth Avenue. She changed it, and then he were in the office with her one day saying that he deserved 15% of the profit she gets from her beauty products. And she told him no. But let's just take a look at this.
The home of the Black Titanic. After Obama ordered the assassination of the leader, Gaddafi, many Africans were forced into slavery. So to escape, they took to the Mediterranean Sea where many died. This bears similarity to the black schools on board the Titanic, but there was no lifeline, so many perished and was buried under the sea. Again, welcome to the home of Black Titanic.
Hey, this is Black Titanic coming after you guys today. Like, share, subscribe, and please leave a comment. But today, I'm going to be talking about Dr. Finkenstein. That's her name. That's who you guys are looking at. She analyzed Martel Hope losses. He lost his wife, his nuclear family, and lucrative business opportunities. And you guys saw that none of the companies no longer want to go with Martel because they didn't want to risk their own company or failing or other people not wanting to deal with them because they dealing with Martel. That's just how bad it got. This man had $1 million contract, y'all, in his hand, and he risked it all because of his nature, because of him being a little boy. And then she's gonna just listen to this doctor. I've been talking too much, y'all. Anyway, listen to the doctor.
I know she's seen someone else. I got all those proof text messages. She puts all my stuff out there. I haven't done that, but I'm about to. She took me back after the affair, but she never stopped disrespecting me. It's a reason I cheated on Mel. Justin says never a reason. Martel says, see, that's your problem. That's why you're gonna mess around and get cheated on. He said, I need to get into that Marceau role, stay in your place. He referring to Marceau roles because he's the archetypal sexist, the archetypal patriarchal person here in the show. He said, I need to get into that Marceau role, stay in your place. Justin said, don't ever say that someone else can cause you to take your pants down and have sex with another woman. He continues to make his rounds. Now he visits Marceau and Letitia. Then Martel met with Chris, his broker, to try to close on the 47 acres. Old man.
Hold it. Y'all listen at this really well. This man lost $1 million contract.
I mean, what have I done? What they kick in the door and I scream.
Real Housewives of Atlanta reality show star Marlo Hampton returned to those victims. Suspects kicked in the front door of her Sandy Springs residence July 1st. But ran off when a startled Hampton saw the men on her security cameras and began screaming.
But I just feel they were not thinking anyone was off. And he took our flash was there like, oh shit. And in their mind, they were watching, you know, we're gone.
Hampton says she and her 2 nephews had just returned home from an out-of-town trip, but believes the men didn't think she was home based on her social media posts.
I just want women in the industry, like myself, to be aware of poverty. I want to get protection that is firearm, that you go get trained for it. I want to make sure home is secure. Like I just got a field door now. Sandy Springs that came to my home and they said a homeless that.
And while she does say that she is revisiting what she posts on social media, Hampton did say that she did not post anything the day that she returned home that would lead those individuals to believe that she was away, that she was not there at the residence. But still, she says this is an eye-opener for everyone in the spotlight, and that she suggests that anyone, including celebrities, really revisit how they use social media. Meantime, the search does continue for the man that police are calling the ringleader, Jeremy Caldwell. Anyone with information as to his possible whereabouts asked to contact Sandy Springs Police. Live in Sandy Springs, Steve Virginia.
Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Remember, eagles flies with eagles. All right now? Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. This is Arthur Omer. And remember, eagles fly with eagles.